Hey friends, glad you made it back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Dwayne and you're watching the Williamsons. So, back to this, right? So I just want to show you guys, obviously, well not obviously, you don't know, you just started watching the video. I was out here already and I started getting everything buttoned up. So I'm just going to show you now from the outside that all the cripples have been put in. They're all in over the doorways, over the windows. So all the cripples are in. Everything has been buttoned up and tightened up, and it is looking very, very good. So there is a lot of mess on the inside here. What is going on, right? So obviously I needed the ladder so I can get some of this stuff done. What I planned on doing, like I told you guys before, is I wanted to put top plates on here, just structural reasons. So I want to put top plates here on the sides and the back, and I'm going to put a top plate on the front as well. So what I've been doing is notching out the wood where I'm going to be putting the top plate. Now I didn't show me doing every single one of them, but I did show one, which I'll show you here. So what I've done here is marked it out, pretty much did it half, and I'm going to be notching these out so that they can sit on top of each other. These are the top plates that I'll be putting up here, but just show you real quick how I'm doing this and then we'll get back on with it. So essentially all I'm doing is I'm starting it off with the circle saw here. And I know 3 Mississippi's thing is safety's off, but in this case gotta have that safety on. Almost blinded myself earlier. So that's pretty much it. I go pretty much not even a quarter in, and then I finish it off with the Sawzall. Looks good to me. Now this part is really sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. Super sketchy, super sketchy. Get it started. Now, could I have used a handsaw and did that? Yeah, I could have. Don't try this at home. So now it's pretty much just me putting these plates up, right? And then nailing them in. I'm gonna put the plates up and then we'll get a close-up and I'll show you why I notched those. It's just so that they'll fit in a little bit better. So here, I'll show you why I notched those out. Pretty sure you have a pretty good idea of why I did it, but I'll just show you here. And it's like that on each corner. So at the top here, we're gonna be nailing that in right here, right? This is gonna double up. This is what we call a top plate, right? So in the corner now, being that I notched it out, you see that? So now it kind of fits right where it needs to be. You see? It's like that on both sides, right? So now it's just a matter of nailing those in, which I'm gonna do now, and then we'll get to the outer part where I'm going to kind of, let me just show you here, this, slant that down. So we'll slant those down on both sides, then I can start putting the rafters up in the middle part. And yeah, this thing is I'm trying to make it as secure as possible, because the thing is this, yeah, we're using it for animals right now, but when we do find the property that we want and we're, you know, move to that property, this is coming with us. So that thing needs to be very solid so it can withstand all the winds when it's being transported. So I'm just really, I'm doubling up on things. I might be doing a little too much, but just want to make sure it's nice and structurally sound. All right, let's get back to it. Get that started, and then we'll take it around and keep going. So the top plates are on now. I don't know if you saw, but toward the end there, I had one kind of twist on me. I had to go up there with the hammer, bend it straight, and then bang it back down. But top plates are on. Everything is looking very sturdy. As you can see here, we got a nice thick plate on the front. See that? Nice and solid. Very thick plate up there. Thick plates on the sides and on the back. So I'm thinking, with that being done, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna see if I can get those angled pieces on the sides done. We'll nail those in, and then from there I'm gonna tie back. So put some house wrap on it, and then I think we'll be ready to put down the siding. Yeah, one step closer. All right, so we got one side completely finished. See that? So I will go on the inside and show you what that looks like. Here, Chantal's out here. She hasn't been in the video at all. Look, she's over here trying to get some of these pears in the compost.
Yes, finally getting these pears up, put into the compost, and let it start breaking down for next year.
Disgusting. All right. Let's see. So, a little close up. If you can see here, the method works. It's all nailed in. Nailed in. See that? Nice and flush. All the way to the end. So, it has taken shape now on one side. Like I said, I need to repeat that over here now. And I feel like once I get that done, the next thing to do would really be probably just wrap this with some house wrap and probably call it quits for the day, because at that point then it's time for siding. So initially what has to happen is I need to put the siding on before I can actually start walking on the roof. Otherwise it's still a bit jiggly. So the siding is what's gonna help hold that in place structurally. And I need to have that on before I do anything on the roof. All right, I'm gonna get the other side done and then I'll get back to you. All right, friends. So I did get the other side done. Didn't want to show too much of that on camera. It gets a little repetitive after a while, but here's the other side. See that? You can really see this thing starting to take shape now. It's looking pretty good. Got both sides done. I did notice slight hiccup when doing the other side, which I'm going to show you now. Because again, here I just keep it as real as possible. I'm not going to show you all the happy, oh this is great, look it just came out perfect. No. So right here on this side, it doesn't come out as far, which means it's a bit shorter on this end versus this side over here, where it does go kind of all the way back. And I'll flip that so you can see what I mean. Like you see this one, how the plate goes all the way, and then this one, that plate kind of stops right here on the edge, which for me it can be, the roof could be off just the slightest bit, but I mean it would still be off. That's a pretty significant change in the slope. But I'll get to that when I get to that. Hopefully it's not too bad and I can just keep going along, but if not, if I have to take like a planer to it and plane down the other side, then that's just what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, I think a squirrel just ate a pear or something and dropped it and almost hit me in the head. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is, although I still need everything in there because I'm not done with this build, I'm gonna pull the stuff out, because at this point I'm gonna go ahead and house wrap this thing, man. Once I get it house wrapped, then I can put the siding on like I said, and from that point it's the rafters, and then this thing will be done and I will be happy. All right, let me clean that up on the inside and we'll start with the house wrap. off the excess pieces.
Okay.
I can just do nothing, right? So, went ahead and wrapped. I put the window in too, just to see what it looked like and make sure it's all straight and leveled. And this is what we looking like. There it is.
Looking good. Looking really good.
So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys, and you can see that it's really taking shape now. So here it is. We'll walk around this side here. I didn't put the other windows in yet, just the front one. But there's the shape. It's, like I said, literally no different than this one right here. It's going to be the same. Windows in temporarily. Everything lines up nice. We'll get on this side. There it is. So there's one thing that I'm gonna do that I did not do yet, which is put some tape on the seams on the outside. So I'm gonna tape the seams on the outside, make sure that it's really like tight, Loctite, you know, sealed up. And yeah, this is it. Another look at the window right here. Looks like we have somewhat of a gap. That I'll fill that with some caulk. But it looks good. Everything is coming along. So we have just a little bit left to do. Obviously, like I told you guys, I can't start doing those rafters until I put the siding on, because the siding is what's going to keep the building from shaking. So I have to put the siding on first. Obviously I couldn't put the siding on till I got that wrap on there. So I think what we're going to do next is siding, and then we'll start working on the rafters, and hopefully in the same day I could get the roof done. I'm hoping. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will catch you in the next one.
Bye-bye.